Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Good, okay. First, before I start, can someone tell me what does a public defender do? So I'm just gonna call on someone. Christy, right?
Yeah. If you have no money to afford a lawyer, they provide one for you. It's like a public defender.
Yeah, and what does a public defender do? What is his job?
They act as your lawyer.
Right, exactly. They defend you. Yeah. They try to prove that you're not guilty of a crime that you committed or didn't commit. Okay, so first of all, some background. So to prepare for a career in the law field, and just so you guys know, this information I researched, and my mentor, Chris Horn, the guy that I interned for, he provided it for me. So for academics, strong grades and attendance are crucial. When you're in law school, coming to class is a must because you guys will be receiving lots of reading to do, and if you don't read it, you will be called on, and that you do not want to get put in the spotlight in class. Also, coursework. I think to prepare for law school and for the legal field, speech and debate classes are really great. I know Winners Mill offers speech and debate classes. I don't know if Westminster does. And also, Intro to Speech and Communication. I took that at Carroll Community College. My professor was Siobhan Wright. I think it is a great class as it helped me, get comfortable with speaking in front of people. In class, I had to speak to about a group of 20 students, and my presentation would get recorded. And then, I'm sorry, I did forget to introduce myself. My name is Sofia Tsakirvanik. All right, sorry about that. So again, in my class, I presented to people, and then I could look over that video to see where I screwed up, where I was talking too slow, too fast, and that helped me kind of gain insight as to how I should present to a group of people. Also, mock trial. I think if you guys join mock trial, you guys will absolutely love it. It is actually a mock trial. It is what you guys will actually be doing when you guys enter the legal field, when you guys enter the courtroom. So in mock trial, you sit directly in front of 3 judges, and they are staring directly into your soul. It is very intimidating, but it helps you kind of get out of your comfort zone. And then there's no jury in mock trials, but still looking at judges, that's what it is. So actually, the picture on the right shows me during, I think it was my sophomore year. We made the newspaper, the Baltimore Sun, while we had a competition. We were going up against Westminster. Unfortunately, we didn't win, but it's okay. We made the newspaper. So for critical thinking, I think that logic games, puzzles, chess, they definitely can train your ability to think critically and analytically, and I think that those are 2 skills that lawyers have and they show. So if you guys are interested in pursuing a legal career, you guys, again, chess, logic games, puzzles, all great options. So, internship activities, legal skills. I did a lot of research for the attorney that I interned for that included, going on Westlaw, researching the law, researching relevant case laws that served as precedents. And then I would also read charging documents from juvenile cases and adult cases, and I learned how to read those, how to understand, police reports, all that. And then I also picked up on legal vocabulary. So in the legal field, they use a lot of Latin words, and they mean different things, and you kind of just recognize them as you read, as it's used in court. A lot of lawyers now use legal vocabulary in court. So you kind of pick up on that. Court observation. So I sat in on district court cases, which included family law, property resolvement, peace orders, all that stuff. And then in circuit court, I would view criminal trials and drug court. So if you guys aren't familiar with drug court, here in Carroll County, the drug court is in circuit court, courtroom 10, geez, that's a hassle to say. And Judge Hecker sits in that courtroom. So drug court is basically a program that you join for 2 years, and it is a pre-sentencing program, and it is a way for the person to get sober, rehabilitate, stop using drugs, because that is why they got into the system in the first place. And then after completion, or after successfully completing this program, the judge decides, for how long you will actually sit in jail, or maybe no jail time at all. So that was really interesting to watch. And also paralegal work. So I actually received my own government email, and through that email I would schedule client meetings. I would just confirm with Chris, what time would be a good time for the client to come in. I would email the state's attorney to see, if she has any motions to move forward with during the actual case, or if there are additional documents that they're, going to be filing to use in court. And then, I also filed documents through the MDEC system, which is the Maryland Electronic Court System. So through there you can file, motions to dismiss, any evidence that you will be producing that the state didn't know of, or vice versa, if the public defender didn't know that the state will be producing new evidence. It can all be viewed through the MDEC system. And yeah, this right here, this is kind of what the document looks like when you file it through MDEC. So you list the plaintiff and the defendant, and then whatever information you're going to tell the other side, it will be down here, and then you just sign it. So why this internship? So the actual reason why I wanted to pursue this internship was because of the networking. Networking is an extremely important aspect of the legal field, and when you enter the legal field, you need to know a lot of people, because they will get you in good, jobs, good offices. And also, I just wanted to gain practical experience. I wanted to see what it was like for lawyers to be in the courtroom, be in the courtroom in front of a judge, in front of a jury. I actually got to see multiple times the lawyers picking their jury. So, overall, I saw an insight of the lifestyle that is in the legal field. So, developing professional skills. I developed legal knowledge, communication skills, and organization and time management skills. So for legal knowledge, I gained a deeper understanding of the overall legal procedures and, again, the Latin terminology. For communication skills, I think I improved my ability to effectively communicate in a professional setting, and especially talking to people who are older than I am, because sometimes that is very intimidating. And then organization and time management, I learned to prioritize tasks due to deadlines, and therefore I now manage my time way more effectively, because when you are a lawyer, you have a case that you're working on, and then you need to get ready for trial. But as you're getting ready for trial, a new case comes in, so then the work just piles, and it can get confusing, but once you get the hang of it, it all works out. So some of the weaknesses I've improved in is confidence. I overcame my fear of speaking up, and I developed also a professional but sociable way to interact with, again, people who are in my workplace, and then again, people who are older than me. Also, professionalism. I learned that it is okay to not know the answer to something. Lots of times people would ask me, attorneys would ask me, what is this? What do I think about this? Just give me your feedback. And I just say, I don't know, because I do not have a place to say. And that is totally okay. You're there to learn. They understand that you might not know some of the things that they're referring to, because, again, you're not in law school yet. You're just an intern. But it's all great. So the pros and cons of this internship. I'll go down the pros side first. So professional network. Again, you get to meet many great attorneys from private practices, and then also defense attorneys from other counties. So I met private attorneys from DC, from Baltimore. They came from Virginia, all sorts of reasons why they're in Carroll County. And then also the recognized expertise. after appearing in front of judges, they recognize your face, they get familiar with you, and also they might ask you to even clerk for them after law school. So that's a great opportunity. And then also a pro is you start picking up on how to read case law. So most of the times case law is 50 to 100 pages long and even longer than that. So you learn kind of how to read through it quickly because you are assigned to read it a lot. Chris assigned a lot of case law to me, and it took a long time to read, but it's the only way you understand the law. And then cons, sadly, you are a no one, or a nobody yet. You don't have a law degree or the credentials upon entering this internship, so your opinion and your feedback may be irrelevant. I mean, you kind of just have to see where it's time and your place to say something, but mostly you can't really give your opinion. And then also your age. It may be a constraint because you actually can't go into the jail legally until you are 18 years old. So, I mean, I was 17 going into this internship, so I never got to go into the jail. I never got to go into the lockup rooms that I guess the defendants sit in before they go into the courtroom. But I did get invited to go back during the summer, so I will get to go in the jail then, and I am super excited. It's weird, I'm excited to go into the jail, but I mean, I wanted to, so. And then possibly the emotional pain that you get from, reading the sad cases over time. You can either become numb or you can either grow really sympathetic. It's not bad if you become one or the other, but it's just, you can't avoid it. So my future goals, after high school, I will be pursuing a degree in international relations. I'm not sure which college I will be going to yet. I have 3 great options. I'm currently looking at University of Maryland, University of Michigan, and University of Virginia, all great schools. And then after I get my bachelor's, I hope to intern or work for an agency that will hopefully pay for at least some of my schooling to get my law degree, or my JD, which is a Juris Doctor. Law school is expensive. It is extremely expensive. So, getting that help from an agency is helpful, I would say. So law school and beyond, I will study and pass the LSATs in the fall semester, and then I hope to attend a law school in DC, and then I want to also practice in DC. So I'm going to practice or pass the bar, and then graduate with a Juris Doctor. And then once I get a law degree, I want to find a job that will allow me to travel. So as you can see here, I listed that I'm interested in immigration law or maybe in international law to become an international lawyer. I'm really interested in working for the federal government. So any federal services, that will also allow me to travel. I know the CIA, I'm currently looking into their legal department. They travel a lot abroad. So I find that very interesting and I'm very excited. So that's that. And I think that's actually the last slide. So that was my internship experience.